Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, and in this episode I will be completing the questline where I head to the bottom of eastern Thanalan in order to finish off the Olmalja abduction questline. So without further ado, let's go. God, turn off, yeah. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Right, here we go. Hello, Thanklid. How are you? Ah, there you are, Aramir. So good of you to come. Indeed, I feel about good Sister Urkin. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced, but false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Urkin near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Olmalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Aramir. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Okay. Queer leaflet. There we go. This leaflet. See the wealth of Null to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Fall seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Urkin makes of it. Might as well. In here. My saviours come again. To what do I owe this honour of this day? What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? Hello, Richard. I was going to start streaming about 15 minutes ago, but then Richardson scored the first goal. Then I was about to start again, and then we scored the second goal, so I was like, ah, fuck it. Okay. The plot thickens, Aramir. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt an irony in there somewhere, but I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Aramir. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity. Nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend, an idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the pure. The pure? Let Aramir and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succour. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Aramir. So as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Clever. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it that you don't make a nuisance of yourself. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings now. Get out of here so I can finish my story. I preach the teachings of Azema, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught until the end of days. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid that our wares are very expensive. Mayhap should you rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Aramir. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor of a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Ba 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 ba. Boppity boppity boo, boppity boo, boppity boo. Do, do, do. Up here we go. Fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Aramir. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldfall, and I come to offer you succour. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Almalda in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind? Pray tell. First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Thanalan mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Almalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Almalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah, not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Aramir, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Strength, vitality, crit, direct. That's better. Wait, can't I return to thingy for free? Hang on. Maybe not. Don't fuck it. Okay. Right. His name's Seymour. Seymour, I need it. Way. Da 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 do da do 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 do. Wind up airship. Is that a little? Tilla Sharia Davangeli or Davangia. Do 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 do. Scarlet Flash Buns Camcho Patoko. Some of these names, man. Hello Tartaru, how are you? Aramir, how goes it? All's well here, at least on the bookkeeping front anyway. Let's go. Welcome back, Aramir. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for this report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amalgan know the answer. Suffice it to say they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has been disseminated to the great... Oh, I accidentally skipped it. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Stop flicking off, please. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. I mean, I went there yesterday, so... Speaking of that, is there anything in Central Thanalan now? In terms of quests? There isn't, is there? Bloody hell. Right, back up we go. Oh, there's the Thanalan mines. That's the place that was mentioned. That means we might end up going to the northern section. You've got a dungeon there. Castrum Meridianum. Who is up? Sander, come to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots. Minfilia's Daka. Fighting tool drinks in air self. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to stony shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty tool, then big eyes Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Oh, Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty tool, yes. Materia join with Fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander take Fighty tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, it must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. I am good, I am good. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia, then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. See, I'm good, but there's one thing that will wind me up, but I'll bring it up to said people on Saturday, and if they piss me off, I'm gonna go tell them to go fuck themselves. But I'll explain it more if you're in a party whenever I come on. It just depends when I finish this, I guess. As well, they're gonna do something which I don't really care about. So effectively, people are moving in with. They can be dickheads all they want. I don't really care if they want to fucking like troll me, shift things around in my room or whatever. They did that thing where they fucking taped up my whole room, whatnot. But fucking yeah, they decided to. Apparently, they've done something to my room before I've even fucking got there, so that's brilliant. Which will annoy me. If you want to fucking do shit while I'm not even there, then just to be shithouses, but I can't be fucking bothered. And then they're like, oh, what are you moaning for? Because I just can't be fucking arsed. They did it while I was at work once. Fucking, when I was fucking around with that Amelia, they didn't really like it. Fair enough, you don't like it. You know, I made the mistake. They should fucking tell me that, but instead they be dickheads and fuck up my room. And yeah, it's fucking whatever. I can't be fucking bothered with it, to be honest. But that's the thing, Kirsty will be with me. You know, what's annoying is that, you know, fucking... she's gonna help me move shit in. Both of us are not gonna be fucking arsed to fucking... because they literally sent a video of the desk in whatever room I was gonna get. They've just decided to chuck down the stairs. I'm gonna tell them, like, we're not fucking moving it, you can fucking move it. I was like, she ain't fucking waiting around all day for you. You know, at the end of the day, she's doing enough to help me move in. She's not doing extra work because they want to be cunts. I mean, as I said to you, like, I'm not hanging around with them as much as I did second year either. I can't be fucking bothered. Anyway, I'll do this and I'll continue ranting. Welcome back, Aramir. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one needed only look upon the results to realise such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia will give you the edge you need. Aramir, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our outgoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Almalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush the capture of Almalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Almalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have to provide it to them, Aramir. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk to the light of the crystal. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not fucking being their, I'm not being the one that gets bullied in the group. I was like that for my fucking friendship here, but most of my friends did it because they know I was a fucking pussy and wanted to toughen me up. I'm not being fucking these rugby cunts fucking scapegoats. At the end of the day, I've had a house for all 3 years of my uni with them. Whether I continue being friends with them afterwards, I couldn't give a fuck now, because at the end of the day, I've been in a fucking house for them for 3 years. That's all that matters to me. It sounds very narcissistic and cuntish, but I don't fucking care at the end of the day. Anyway. You're Aramir Ironheart of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Almalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, that's a word I haven't heard in a while, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Almalja plot if the mission succeeds, Aramir. Let's make sure it does. So yeah, as I said, I could not give less of a fuck if they want to be dickheads. And if they want to tell me to stop being a fucking, stop moaning, I'll be like, I don't fucking care. At the end of the day, they're fucking alcoholics that go out drinking all fucking, every fucking day. I've had one night out this summer. Shame. But I don't care, because I don't really care about drinking. I found that when I was at uni, I was going out fucking all the time, because they fucking were. I was just like, fuck it, let's just do it. They want to go out. But it felt like they fucking had to. I can't be fucked. I can't be fucked with them. Just further proving why I don't fucking like the upper class. Like, for upper class people, the two that are upper class, they are decent people, but there's still problems that they don't fucking understand. Oh, exactly, yeah. But do you know what? Fucking yeah. Do you know what? When I get there, I've got to tell them to go fuck themselves. I'm taking over that fucking front room, and I'm like, I don't fucking care about any of you fuckers. You want to fuck up my room? I'm sitting here and watching Tottenham Man City. Then I'm going to watch the boxing that's on as well, because the all-female boxing event that's on afterwards is free. So I'll just be like, fuck it. They're like, do you want to go out? It's your first night. Do you want to check out Dum Dums? Since you go now, I was like, I can check that out when I fucking want. I'm like, no. If they want to make me a cold bastard, I will. At the end of the day, I don't fucking care. I don't have to speak to them after July, so after this time next year. I don't care. Tottenham, that's what I'm gonna think. There you go. Do you want to go out? No, fuck off. Is debate in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good, we make our move as soon as the old Mulder appear. Yes, sir. I can also say what the fuck I want about them, because they're only on here if they want me to hurry up. You know, like sometimes when they try and rush me, especially at the start of uni, like, oh, come on, we want to go out. That's the only fucking time they'll watch this. I can say what the fuck I want, but I could literally make up utter bullshit about them and say it on here, and it's fine. I could literally say whatever I wanted. What is the meaning of this? Because they're not going to fucking come on here. Wait, something's amiss. It's a ambush. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. Wow. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Wow. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of people. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Laguza. Yeah. We'll leave that dickhead for now. Get rid of these twats. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Mulder halberd here. Oh, another wave, fantastic. You know, another thing that actually I find annoying as well, I always stress when it comes to travelling. It's always been a thing, I always panic when travelling. Especially when trying to get somewhere. Especially when getting trains, I always panic, get paranoid and worry that I'm going to miss a train and whatnot. Even though I'll be with Kirsty the whole time, but I always panic when travelling. So I'm not going to fucking appreciate it if I arrive. I just want to get in, settle down, And if they've fucked anything up, then it's just gonna piss me off. Pop your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Jesus. Behind you! Ooh. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. Wow. Stay, Richie La. Lord of the Inferno. Oh, we're gonna face Ifrit. Oh shit. I fear the Olmalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The bowl of embers, or bowl, yeah, bowl of embers. Oh, yeah, this girl here has been with me the whole time, getting the quests done. It seems like a very difficult thing to do though. Southern Thanalan. We're in central Thanalan somewhere, are we? Yeah, I don't think... It's probably one of the single worst dungeons to try and do like this. Ifrit looks sick though, to be fair. Fuck it, let's go. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Hello there, motherfucker. Now that is sick. I mean, of course, the FF16 Ifrit is sick. Nice will. There we go. Hello there, motherfucker. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody elves, bring those two as well. Oh well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. He's just one of those twats that's played himself. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. O mighty Ifrit, my one true God, your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Yes. That is the only explanation. My soul belongs to the crystal, motherfuckers. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one, yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear, thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. This is our first summon fight, but they're basically gods in this. Here we are. Hello there, motherfucker. His flames shall consume flesh and soul both. Fuck it, I'm guessing that's two. You. Just need to keep them away from them as much as possible. Let the Lancer do his thing. Incinerate. Lovely. So stay away from the Lancer, we don't care about the Lancer. We don't want him, do we? You want me. No. Come here, dickhead. Oi! Me. He's nearly reached his limit break. Oh Jesus. I'm guessing that's a scripted death. The fuck? How am I meant to survive that? So my shit's been temporarily weakened, fantastic. I don't think you lose anything. I don't think you do anyway. Ah, it isn't weakened by too much. But yeah. Yeet. Fuck you. Oh god. Is there even a way to survive that? Fuck knows. Boom. Oh, we can stun the bitch. Do we have to get rid of that? I think we do, don't we? I think you have to get rid of the infernal nail. I need to keep an eye on when it spawns in. There'd be better coordination if there was actual other players as well. I'll be able to figure that out, but yeah, just need to keep an eye on. So when I see the nail. Fuck you. Go, 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 go. We must get rid of it. Hurry up. How the fuck do we stop this shit? Oh, I see. So getting rid of the nail just weakens it. Nice. I thought I was going to be dead again. I was going to be like, I did the right thing this time. So this is the first gimmick fight. Figured it out at the end. It's fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oof. Get stunned, bitch. 666 health and you've ruined it, dickhead. How dare you. Enjoy your death, bitch, anyway. Yeet. Oh, I see. That's 2 of 6 slots. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Almolja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. I see the Bloods Worn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Aramir. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'Dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the Vilf Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. Livia Sass Junius. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved, our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Oh God. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behaviour. Ah, there you are, Aramir. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologising. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. There may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. This is the deed of no ordinary individual, Aramir. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I shall trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax, and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We could discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. We've also unlocked another dungeon. Down here. we'll do some of these extra dungeons another time. So it's been 56 minutes as well. Bloody you. Halatali. Dibbity da dee dee da dee da.
Right, hello there. If it is the halls of Halatali you seek, you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue, Halatali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled. And bah! You have not come all this way for a lesson in history. No, I haven't. Shut up. Oh, I see. Right, so of course they're the 3 story ones. We've got these 2. Once we unlock them, it looks like you can do it this way. So I can do both of them for now, but I won't yet. I can do them whenever, because they scale you down. I can do them whenever. Anyway, let's go to the Halazon. I like that fight with the 3. That's the first like big major boss fight so far. Of course you've got all the strongholds of the 3 enemy types. So of course you've got the Sahagin, who are supported by Leviathan. The Almolja could very easily be supported by one of the other Eidolons, summons, whatever you want to call them, because they're just effectively deities in this. Here we are. Once I've done this quest, I guess I'll end it. It'll be just over an hour. Unless it takes me to a destination first. Because I can find a destination if it takes me elsewhere. Because it might be somewhere I need to go regarding... Fingity bobbity boobity. A place with more quests to do. It just depends where it takes me. Would I be able to also change to a different job in order to get the experience for that as well? I guess I could. Another short bow. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we can't hand it in anyway. You can't do things cheekily like this. Need to be at least a level. The goat skin looks like it's very good anyway. Yeah, boy. Still Sabaton. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Aramir his life. I wasn't there when the Almalja took him prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Aramir, it's so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. Oh, how the fuck's happened? The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Almalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Uldar. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals, and we have obtained this crystal. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal, which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which the primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous... Oh, for fuck's sake, how's that happening? While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. You may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Aramir. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who failed Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that they are all to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Aramir. but I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis Soir would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Do 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 do. Right. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you travelled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Y'shtola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Aramir, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Oh, it's the limbs a lot. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honour within our ranks. As you can see, Aramir, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. This is where I can finally get a mount, because I searched it up, I believe. Each organisation would have a Ifrit's Bane for its own. To descend, all three have sent officers to court you. They would ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit, but they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Aramir's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, Master Ironheart. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. So that's the Gridania one. This is the Limsa one, I think. Oh no, it's this is the Uldar one. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Ironheart. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Uldar. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. And do any... Oh, for fuck's sake, what's happened there? Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organisations empowered to call upon the martial, economic and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organisations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder in Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. So the Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defence and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavours. If you are agonising over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance to at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that it is no small choice you face. Ah, A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the three city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Aramir hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know not well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Aramir, and with it you are capable of doing untold good, yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man, in the midst of a Grand Company. However, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organisation need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I'll have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Aramir, then you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say with the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tartaru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. A hero in the making, yes. So I won't do the remembrance service yet, but I'll start tomorrow's stream with it. Do 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 do. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Aramir. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the three services. The elder Seedseer Kani Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's Amphitheatre. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organisational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next you will need to go to Uldar, where Flame General Ruban Aldin will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumoured there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Melwib Blothiswin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Zamphale, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go. Then, I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favour of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. So we're going to do this tomorrow, visit all the remembrance services and then choose a Grand Company. There's not really much else to do today, otherwise I'll just end up going overboard with the stream, and that's pointless. So when I load in, I'll check if there's any other quests that have appeared in the main areas, and then we'll go from there. The house that Death built, and then you got old Gledania. Anywho, that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV within the Final Fantasy Marathon. So thank you for watching this episode, and in the next episode I will be doing any quests that appear within Gridania, Uldar or Limsa Lominsa, and on top of that I will be going to all the remembrance services in the 3 city-states, and then capping that off by choosing a Grand Company. But until then, hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.